Hello from Missouri Gulch. Today, you might think we're going to be hiking a 14er, but we're not. We're going to be hiking 13er and Centennial Emerald Peak. For a full trail guide and more information about 13er Emerald Peak, you can check the link in the description below. So, a beautiful day so far. You haven't missed much. If you haven't seen my other videos on Missouri or Oxford or Belford, check that out. They all show you how I got to this point, which is a little over 1.5 miles into the hike here. The first mile is brutal, 1,000 feet of elevation gain, so that's never fun, but beautiful morning. Just been enjoying the flowers, enjoying the nice breeze here, and yeah, excited to hopefully tag Emerald Peak today. If you like wildflowers, they are in full spring swing today. Juno's setting off the alarm. Marmots are not happy. Just over 2 miles in here, you're going to reach the trail junction. Left takes you up to Belford and Oxford, and right will take you to Missouri Mountain and Elkhead Pass. So you're just going to want to go this way. It is such a nice day out today. It's crazy. Nice little breeze, which actually feels great, and the temperature and weather is just perfect. I woke up today, realized I lost my helmet, and I was going to do something completely different, so I had to pivot. Decided to take Juno here. Happy I did so far, and it's just a gorgeous day out. So that wasn't the official log crossing. It's a little shortcut. I'll show you the real one in a second. So this is a look at that first stream crossing, and it's going to be pretty deep, so I'd highly recommend either just taking your shoes off, have an extra pair of socks, or walk around and find a workaround, which there usually is pretty easy to find. There's like a couple stream crossings. That one was the first one. There's another like bigger one up here, and that one's like a little wider. It's not as organized as the stream down here is, so might be a little more wet in general, but yeah, it's good to look for alternatives if you don't want to wade through. But honestly, it takes 5 seconds to just pop your shoes off, socks off, and you can cross through the water no problem. It's about that time. Juno's found snow. Looks like perfect resting spot for her. So gorgeous up here. What a beautiful day. The winds will whip in and out every once in a while, but honestly it feels amazing. Ask me that on the summit, I'll probably have a different answer, but holy crap, it's beautiful. Shout out to the people I just saw. Nice to meet you guys, and yeah, thanks for the support as well. This is the second stream crossing, and it's much easier. Juno is going to be a disaster after this hike. We just gave her a nice big bath the other day, so she went ahead and negated that in about an hour of this hike. Only got one shoe wet. That's a win. As you get closer to Missouri's northeast slopes here, you're going to want to stay on the trail and basically continue left. I'll show you that in a second, but it could be easy to, by accident, go up to Missouri. If you wanted to, you could hike up to Missouri and then head over to Iowa and then Emerald Peak. It's a pretty decent ridge. There's just no point for me to do that today. So we're just gonna stick to Elkhead Pass here. Wow, this is just beautiful. The green and the blue. What a scene. Looking down, the trail junction is right there. So Missouri goes up this way, and Elkhead Pass comes here. Super well established trail, so you will not miss it unless there's snow. Looking at the gnarly basin here, you got Missouri right up there. Elkhead Pass right up there. Top of Elkhead Pass here. Beautiful, bit windy, but you can see Iowa and Emerald behind me. Truly beautiful back here. It is just really hard to put in words. Some of the most beautiful views I've seen in the Sawatch Range. Absolutely gorgeous. So as you can tell here, you're going to lose quite a bit of elevation on the other side of the pass, and then have to regain it going back up to Emerald. Straight lines are going to be your friend here, so you're going to want to certainly just pick your best route. But there is a trail you start on, but it basically takes you way out of the way. So you cannot do that and just go straight across to Emerald there. So to kind of put things in perspective, you'll see this cliff band, and then you'll see Iowa right there. That's a crazy dog right there. And then really you want to keep a straight beeline as best as you can. That way you don't have to like gain an insane amount of elevation. Emerald Peak, under a mile away at this point, right there. So you have two big climbs ahead of you, one to get up to this point and then one to get up to the summit. So obviously you could go up any of this here. However, I have the dog, I don't feel like a terrible time, so I'm going to take this ramp up and then go to the top. It's going to add some additional mileage, but ultimately it'll be worth it. Here's a closer look at that ramp I showed you earlier. Just gonna go up there and then take a right, get up to the official ridge there. Look how blue that looks with the snow in there. Awesome. It is gorgeous back here. This is an awesome little basin. Looking back to Elkhead Pass up there, as you can see, there's a lot of water along the way, so prepare for soggy feet, and then over to Oxford and Belford that way. Here we are. Finally got a trail again, and then we're gonna skirt over up to Emerald. Home stretch. Wee bit windy. The final push to Emerald Peak in front of you here. And it's gonna be nasty. I'm just gonna let you know. It's gonna be a loose rock and crap trail, because there is no trail. But less than a half mile to go and you're on the summit of Emerald Peak. Lots of climbing on this one. Almost 5,000 feet. We still got to go back up Elkhead Pass. Whew. Final 100 or so feet here to the summit of Emerald Peak. This one was a tough puppy. Summit of Mount Emerald. You know, I have to say, this is one of the prettiest mountains I've been on in this part of the state. It is absolutely gorgeous up here. There's lakes in every direction. All you can see is mountains in every direction. Stunning, stunning. So from the trailhead to the summit here, 5,100 feet of elevation gain and about 6.5 miles. So this is a tough one, and we still have to go all the way back up Elkhead Pass with to add on to that elevation. So we'll definitely be somewhere in the 6,000-ish range when all is said and done. But super pumped to be up here. This is my third attempt. First one felt like crap, just didn't have it in me. Second one, I drove an hour and turned around, didn't even attempt it. So third attempt here. We are on the summit. Juno doesn't want her picture taken. But yeah, the weather looks okay for now, but we have so much hiking left to go. We're not gonna linger long here, so we're gonna head back down. I'm not gonna wrap this video until I get to Elkhead Pass, so I can tell you a final elevation total as well. And yeah, what a beautiful day. What a freaking beautiful day. And of course, another Centennial in the books, which is awesome. I, again, have no idea how many I'm up to, but this was a very hard one. A really hard one for sure. Come here. While we're heading down this rocky mess, let's talk about gear for this one for a second. So pretty straightforward. You don't need anything technical, but definitely I would recommend a map or a GPS so that you know where we're generally trying to go. There's yeah, no trail for most of this, so a GPS would be super helpful. To help support the channel and shop all virtual Sherpa gear, you can check my store on the virtualsherpa.com, which is linked in the description below. All of the gear, shoes, backpack, etc. I'm using on this hike, I'll link that as well. Hiking poles, definitely a good thing to have. I can't really use mine today because Juno is pulling me down the mountain. I think she's trying to collect my life insurance. Her and Jackie must have a coup going here. Holy hell, I can safely say that coming up this bad boy, what is this, Dead Elk Pass? Elkhead Pass? I don't know. It's much harder from this direction than that way. This is a tough one. But this view behind me, I just can't get over. It's so pretty. This is gonna end up being about a 13-mile hike with about 5,800 feet of elevation gain. Emerald Peak, a great mountain, just taxing for sure. So if you're new to my channel, I do virtual trail guides of the 13ers, of the Centennials, of the 14ers. I have a website that has over 250 different individual hikes. I have hiking tips. There's so much on my channel. Check it out. Please hit that subscribe button if you found this video helpful. Go ahead and give it a like or a thumbs up, whatever these things are on YouTube these days as well. As always, thank you very much for watching. I'm laughing because Juno is just dead, but we have all downhill from here, luckily. We'll see you on the next adventure.